Hello friends, so I'm back with this map series. Today's topic is West Asia. So let's get into the topic, and before that we shall see few previous year questions. The question reads, which one of the following countries of Southwest Asia does not open out to the Mediterranean Sea? So if you have remembered, in my first video of mapping series I have gave you few cheat codes to remember the surrounding countries around a water body, right? So there I have given for, if this is Mediterranean Sea, here there are few Asian nations and these are African nations, and here we have European nations, right? So for this Asian nations I have given something like C dot list. So C means Cyprus, L is Lebanon, I Israel, S Syria, T Turkey. So among these options there is no Jordan, right? There is no Jordan which is bounding Mediterranean Sea. If not, we would have included in this cheat code. So that's how our cheat codes would be useful to us, and doesn't take much time to find out the answer. So here our answer is Jordan. Okay, Jordan. And next is, this is from 2019 prelims. So there is a question on sea and its bordering country. So even now we need to remember all the seas, water bodies surrounding countries. Okay, so this is ever important. And here, see, if you can see, we have 5 water bodies and their bordering countries and one question. So you should know all water bodies. Let's solve this question. Adriatic Sea. First is Adriatic Sea, Albania. So this we have not dealt with. Black Sea, but Black Sea we have done, right? So what are the bounding countries of Black Sea? I think we have not done with Black Sea, right? So okay, leave it. At least we have done Mediterranean Sea, right? So in Mediterranean Sea, this is Morocco is from African nations. There we have learned metal acronym, right? So metal, from this metal M is Morocco. So 4 should be the correct answer. We have in 3 options, 4. And coming to Red Sea. Yeah, Red Sea, we know that Red Sea doesn't border with Syria. We have already seen in the previous slide that Syria bounders with Mediterranean Sea, right? So 5 shouldn't be in our answer. So C and D are eliminated. Among 1, 2, 4 and 1, 3, 4, what is the correct answer? So let's see 3. Caspian Sea. Caspian Sea borders with Kazakhstan. Yes, you know, right? Caspian Sea bordering countries. Kazakhstan borders with Caspian Sea. So B is the correct answer. And Croatia borders with Adriatic Sea and not Black Sea. Okay, please do remember this. And this is a West Asia. So here are the countries. In the last video of South Asia, we have seen till Afghanistan, right? Afghanistan, Pakistan, this area we have covered. And now we are coming to this part. Okay, this is West Asia region. So broadly, here we have Iran, Turkey, Syria, Iraq, Azerbaijan, Lebanon, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman. And here we have few island nations like Bahrain, Qatar. Here we have UAE. Okay, so let's see these places one by one. And here we need to remember north to south arrangements of cities and also west to east, so that we can answer any question. Let us now first see Turkey. So Turkey is a transcontinental country. Okay, it occupies both European part as well as Southwest Asian part. So this is Balkan Peninsula, BALKN, Balkan Peninsula, and this is Anatolian Peninsula. Okay, therefore it is a transcontinental country. And what is the capital of Turkey? That is Ankara. Okay, and do not confuse that with Istanbul. Istanbul is the largest city in Turkey but not the capital. So if you see the Turkey's location, it is quite interesting, right? On the northern side of Turkey we have Black Sea, and the northwest side we have Sea of Marmara, and the western part we have Aegean Sea, and in the down south we have Mediterranean Sea. Right? Please do remember all this. Turkey borders with Black Sea on the north, and Sea of Marmara on northwest, and on the western part Aegean Sea, and southern part Mediterranean Sea. Okay. Also, we have something called Sea of Azov here. Sea of Azov between Ukraine and Russia is connected to Black Sea through a narrow passage, that is Kerch Strait. Kerch Strait. Okay. So please to remember this strait which connects Sea of Azov to Black Sea. So, and our next slide is about the rivers that flows in the West Asian region. There are broadly two. They are Tigris and Euphrates. So here is Tigris and Euphrates, both origin in Turkey country, and this Euphrates flows through Syria and continues to flow and gets into Iraq, and then slowly drains into Persian Gulf. Okay, and next Tigris origins from Turkey and makes a boundary line with Syria along with Iraq and Turkey, and joins into and enters into Iraq and then flows and drains into Persian Gulf. So please to remember this. Tigris flows through countries of Turkey, Iraq only, whereas Euphrates origins in Turkey and enters into Syria and then to Iraq and then Persian Gulf. Okay, so please to remember this. We also have few rivers located here that we'll see in the next coming slides. The next country which we are going to discuss is Iran. So Iran was in news because of many instances, because of the tank wars and important nuclear power stations that are located in Iran. That is Bushehr. Bushehr is nuclear power station. See, if you can see, it is on the coast of Persian Gulf, Bushehr. And also we have a Bandar Abbas port here, and as you know, Chabahar port is also on the coastline of Iran, which opens to Gulf of Oman. And the other type of nuclear reactors are located in Arak. Arak, heavy water type nuclear reactor, which is somewhere here, this point, and Isfahan uranium conversion plant. Please do remember these names like Bushehr, Arak, Isfahan, Natanz, Fordo, Qom. So this Isfahan is located here, and Natanz, Fordo. Natanz is somewhere here. I'll erase all this. Natanz is here and Fordo is here. So they are nearby. And Qom uranium enrichment plant, which is located near to southeast of Tehran. Okay, this is Qom. So also remember Jahedan province, which we have discussed in the previous video also, and along with that Tabriz. All these places are very important. Okay, like Tabriz, Qom, Isfahan, Bushehr, Bandar Abbas, Chabahar, Jahedan province. Okay, so please take a screenshot, or you can also avail this PDF in the Telegram group. Also, we'll look at the physical map of Iran. So here we have Zagros Mountains, Lut Desert, and Elbrus Mountains. Elpurz, Elbrus Mountains. Okay, and also Kaveh Desert. These Zagros Mountains are near to Persian Gulf. Okay, and the next is important choke point in this region, that is Strait of Hormuz. So here we need to locate few islands. They are Qeshm, Qeshm, and Hormuz, Abu Musa, and importantly, this Strait of Hormuz is a territory of Oman. Okay, please do remember that. So, and the next is Saudi Arabia. Here, recently we have seen the attacks on major oil facilities, right? They are Abqaiq and Kurias. Abqaiq and Kurias. So also there is a name Davos of the desert. What is this Davos of the desert, which was in news? Please comment down in the comment section if you know the answer. And Davos here is a reference to annual World Economic Forum meeting held in Davos. Okay, so if you know any other details regarding Davos of the desert, please do mention that. And let's see a next country, that is Yemen. So Yemen is near to the Gulf of Aden in the south, and we have Red Sea on the west of Yemen, and also there is Socotra Islands, which are the territory of Yemen. And what is the capital of Yemen? Sana'a. Yemen borders with Oman, Saudi Arabia, right? And we also have important location, that is Aden Port. Aden Port in Yemen, which is near to Gulf of Aden here. And other ports are Hodeida Port, Ras Izza Port, Salif Port. Do remember all these places: Salif Port, Ras Izza Port, Hodeida Port. Okay, and we have to see what are the boundary countries here in Saudi Arabia, right? So if you can see here, Saudi Arabia borders with Yemen. This is Oman, and here we have UAE. This is Qatar, and there is a small island nation here, that is Bahrain, and this is Kuwait, Iran. And here on the northwest of Saudi Arabia, we have Jordan, and it also borders with Egypt. Okay, this is important to remember because Egypt is an African nation and we think that it won't border with Saudi Arabia, but it does here. So this is a connecting point of Egypt with Saudi Arabia. Okay, and next country is Oman. Oman is located in a strategic point, that is, it borders with Gulf of Oman, Arabian Sea, and it also has Strait of Hormuz as its territory here. And important place here is Port of Duqm. So what is the capital of Oman? What is the capital of Oman? So here this red mark, this is capital of Oman. Here it is located. What is the name? If you know, please comment down in the comment section. And recently to this port of Duqm, India got access for military use purpose, right? And yes, we also need to remember the north to south arrangements of these important ports, such as Port of Manama, which is in Bahrain. So northern side we have Manama, and the next comes here we have approximately Chabahar Port, and then Port of Gwadar and Port of Duqm. Okay, and the surrounding countries of Oman are Yemen, Saudi Arabia, and UAE. Only 3 countries. The next country is Syria. So Syria is an important bone of contention in the West Asia region. So we need to remember all those places which were in use in Syria. And also Iraq. So here we have Syria and this is Iraq. Syria borders with Turkey and Iraq. Here we have Jordan, and if you can see, we have no borders with Saudi Arabia. So Syria doesn't border with Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and Israel, Lebanon. So total how many countries? Turkey, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Israel, and Lebanon. Okay, the places which are important are Aleppo, Idlib, Hama, Homs, Damascus, Raqqa, Deir al-Zor, and Abu Kamal. And here we have Baghouz, also known as Baghouz village. It is not located in Iraq but on the Syria side. Okay, And next we have Iraq. In Iraq, Mosul, important part, Mosul, Erbil, Kirkuk, Samarra, and the capital of Iraq is Baghdad. Capital of Syria is Damascus. Baghdad, Fallujah. Okay, all these red portions of places are very important. Red colored places are very important. Okay, and the next comes also we'll try to arrange from north to south. Okay, from north to south, like these important places. I think we'll get almost on the equal latitude Aleppo and Mosul. Next Raqqa, Deir al-Zor, and Kamal and Fallujah. Okay, just remember this. Importance are bounding countries of these nations and the important cities located in it. Next is Israel. So Israel is bordered with Egypt, here Jordan, Syria and Lebanon. Four countries and not with Saudi Arabia. Okay, and the important thing here is it borders with Mediterranean Sea. Israel borders with Mediterranean Sea. Okay, this Mediterranean Sea. We have West Bank here. We know this Israel and Palestine conflict, right? Territorial dispute. We have Oslo Accords and other peace accords. Recently also USA has released a peace accord. So here we'll try to arrange from north to south. Okay, first we have Golan Heights. This is a very important place here, which is on the boundary of Israel, Syria. Next we have Tel Aviv, West Bank, Gaza Strip. So this red portion is Gaza Strip. Okay, and here we have a Dead Sea. Dead Sea. This is a Dead Sea which borders with West Bank, Israel and also Jordan. And this small portion is Sea of Galilee. The Sea of Galilee. This is Sea of Galilee. And here we have Dead Sea. And also there will be a river flowing across the boundary of Israel and Jordan. That is River Jordan. That is River Jordan. Okay. These are the important places here. And what is the capital of Lebanon? That is Beirut. And what is the capital of Israel? They claim as Jerusalem. And Jordan's capital, what is the capital of Jordan? Here we have Amman. So let's try to arrange these capital cities. From the north we have Beirut. Even though Syria is the northern part of Lebanon, but Beirut comes first. Beirut is in the northern. And next Damascus. Next we have Amman. Okay, if we also consider Tel Aviv, third would be the Tel Aviv. Beirut, Damascus, Tel Aviv and Amman. Right? Okay. So let's see the next slide. So here I am taking the zoom version of Lebanon. So as we have already seen, Beirut is the capital of it, and Lebanon borders with Syria and Israel. Only two countries, and on the western and northwestern part we have Mediterranean Sea. Here there are few important places. They are Tripoli in Lebanon, and Beirut. Already we have seen that, and also Sidon. So please to remember these three places. And next is important associated with West Asia nations, that is Gulf Cooperation Council. So here important thing is to remember the member countries of the GCC, that is Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE and Oman. So if you can see, even though Yemen is in this Gulf region, it is not a part of Gulf Cooperation Council. So Yemen is not a part of Gulf Cooperation Council. And Iraq, Iran, these are also not part of, see, Gulf Cooperation Council. Here it is Iraq and this is Iran, right? Only Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, UAE, Oman are part of GCC. How many countries we have in total? Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 countries are in Gulf Cooperation Council. And you should remember that Yemen, Iraq and Iran are not a part of Gulf Cooperation Council. Okay, so also we can remember this capital cities from north to south. First comes Kuwait, next is Manama, next is Doha. We have Doha is the capital of Qatar, and next Riyadh. Let me draw again. Kuwait, Manama, Doha, and Riyadh, Abu Dhabi, and Muscat. Okay, so the arrangement is Kuwait, Manama, Doha, Riyadh, Abu Dhabi, and Muscat. Please remember this arrangements also. From west to east, first we come across Riyadh, right? So Riyadh, and then Kuwait, Manama, Doha, Abu Dhabi, and Muscat. So in both the cases, Muscat is the last city from north to south and west to east. So I hope we have covered most of the regions in West Asia. So as far as this important cities and places are concerned, almost all places are covered in this video, and make the best use of this, and please note down and make further short notes out of this so that it will be easy for revision. Thank you.